Okay. I'm Wilbur Baird, a native of Wichita, Kansas. Lived here all my life, and I remember when the B-29s were being built. I had the privilege of about a 10-year-old looking up and watching them fly. Spent a lot of time out in this general area. I worked for the post office before I retired. Retired in about 86, and just feel very fortunate in being able to have the opportunity to take a trip on dock today. This is my great nephew, Tim.
I'm Tim Baird, Wilbur's great nephew, born and raised here in Wichita, Kansas. Really excited to be here today. A little anxious about it. Only taken a handful of flights in my life, and those weren't in airplanes like this. I wasn't fortunate enough to remember when these were being built, but I did grow up right in the flight path of McConnell Air Force Base, so I got to watch the KC-135s and the B-1 bombers and multiple other airplanes flying over as I grew up, and always had a big interest in the airplanes.
It's just fantastic to think back of what the situation was like back in the 40s. And I cannot but think of the many people that took off in this plane not knowing what was really going to happen. And here we have the privilege of taking a flight and enjoying it, when many others, when they take off in this, they didn't know how they was going to be exiting the plane, where they was going to be exiting. We are so blessed that there's so many who have given so much so we can enjoy so many things today.
Being from Wichita and all the things that Wichita has brought to the country, being able to be a part of DOC that is now a big part of Wichita, and something that something else that the country can know Wichita for, is just it's a real blessing to be able to take a flight in them and be part of that new tradition.
Kansas, just got done with our flight on DOC, the B-29 here in Wichita. It's an experience I'll never forget. I don't say a lot, but I'm speechless here. Being up there, it was very loud and a little bumpy, but looking through all the different windows and looking over not just Wichita, but mostly Sedgwick County. I think we went maybe a little bit outside of Sedgwick County. That 30 minutes started to get a little emotional for me. At 32 years old, I couldn't help but think how blessed I am to not have had to go through that type of flight for the hours that the young men used to have to go on overseas, and not knowing if they were coming back, or even maybe where they were going exactly. I just really felt for them and put a lot of thought into that while I was taking all this in. So blessed to be here and be able to enjoy this, and to have Wilbur let me join him on this experience.
That was one of the most enjoyable experiences I think I've ever had. I'm approaching 90 years old, and that was just an outstanding, awesome experience on flight. We're so blessed to have the opportunity. If somebody says that they don't know what to get somebody for a gift because they've got everything, if they haven't been on this flight, they don't have everything. It's an opportunity to give somebody something like this when you think they've got everything there is to have. If they haven't been on this flight, they have really missed something. It's been a real pleasure. It's a fantastic crew that we're with, good fellowship, a great opportunity. I'm very thankful that I